Worth Hall for our graduation ceremony today. In particular, of course, I'd like to welcome all of my friends here, the graduands, whose magnificent achievements and hard work we're going to celebrate today. Before we get to them, and of course we'll focus on them for much of the rest of the day, I'm particularly delighted to see so many friends and family here. Many thanks for sometimes making long journeys. I know at the moment your journey is even more complicated outside. You can imagine what it's like coming to work every day at the moment. When you come back in a year or so, it's going to be magnificent, going to be so different going all the way up into Oxford Road, and a great example of how the university works directly with the City Council to really improve the local environment, something that we can enjoy in the future, albeit for a little bit of pain this morning. So many thanks for your patience, extra required for coming today. In particular, as well as being delighted to see you, just like the tutors here and members of staff, of course, you and we are extremely proud of what all these people have achieved. And indeed, as a university, we understand that whilst these good people do all the hard work, some of us in the background have to do a lot of support of different kinds to get there. Sometimes it's a team effort. So formally on behalf of the university, we'd like to thank you for all the support and encouragement you give to these great people, and we can then celebrate today their great successes. Indeed, I find myself feeling a bit like you good people on the left today. Some of my own students and things are graduating today, so I feel more like you than I do me, if you see what I mean. So, of course, today is primarily about our graduands here. So, when you all decided to study at the University of Manchester, you chose to make a major investment in your future, an investment that began to pay dividends almost as soon as you arrived. During the course of your studies, you will have gained many different skills and knowledge that will help you for great successes in the future. Some of that you'll know now, some of that you'll know in the future. Of course, you're going to be very glad to get rid of all those assignments, essays, etc., cramming. Good revision. And all of those skills that you've achieved through that are going to be very helpful for you in whatever you do in the future, in work. I know some of you doing further study, and I hope others will consider it in the future. Of course, we live in an exciting and sometimes distracting city. So many of you will have learned how to balance between your work and all the different things that can go on in the city. If you've perfected that and you've got a good work-life balance, you can tell me how to do it. I still don't know how to do it. Of course, we must also not forget that whilst you're here, as well as studying things, learning things, having great fun, contributing to the city, to the university, you have made many friendships and formed many different relationships while you were here. And in my experience, they continue for many years into the future. Many of the people you know now, you'll know for the rest of your lives, and will be important people to you and your families and other people. So, to put it simply, your achievement in completing your degree cannot be overestimated for its value, and the strong platform it will provide for your career and all of your future goals. So today, of course, as graduates, you formally become a part of the university. Some of you may have graduated before, and you become a part of the university again. So what is this university that you're about to formally become a member of? Well, the University of Manchester, of course, is one of the finest in Europe and the world, and we're determined to become even better. So we already have 160 different nationalities of people represented in the university, something that we're extremely proud of as a global institution, and that will be something that we will maintain in the future. Indeed, we value all of our European, international staff, students, and alumni. Manchester University, in my experience, as you can tell from my accent, I'm not from Manchester, but having come here a few years ago, I found that the university and the city really have something in common, which is a huge self-belief and ambition for constant improvement. That's definitely true of this university. So our aim is to be in the first rank of virtuosity in higher learning. So a core part of our vision is delivered through infrastructure, so through new buildings, through refurbishment of our lovely old buildings, including this one, which was recently refurbished, and some of it still is, as you saw on your way in. Also, many of our new things, our new buildings, our graphene centre, those of you that parked in that car park will have seen it, and other magnificent things that we can all benefit from. But at the core, though, it's not just the bricks, the wires, all the technology and pieces of equipment that make a university great. Perhaps unlike other types of institution and companies, the core of any university is its people. It's its people that make it great. And so during your studies, you will have contributed in all your different ways to enriching and shaping and contributing to the university, both directly in our outreach work, in our role in society. And that's a tremendous benefit for not only you, but all the people that follow you. And by reflecting on your experiences and giving us sometimes very straightforward feedback, you will make us even better in the future. It helps with the blueprints for our bold ambitions. And the university is changing. It will continue to change for the better. And a lot of that is thanks to the feedback and information and the contributions you've given to the university. So today, we want to obviously celebrate your successes, but also to say thank you for the contributions that you make to the university. And armed with your academic success, all these different skills, all your different experiences, there's every reason to be positive about the future. So obtaining your degree is a hugely important milestone, and you should really celebrate your success today. When you're doing the role I'm doing now, we're supposed to sort of impart some form of great wisdom. I'm afraid I can't do that for you. But what I'll do is I'll pass on 2 quotes. Some of you may notice that during different times of the year we have banners in Oxford Road and also quotes in the library. I'm sure you've all been there. There's 2 that I particularly like, and they might be forms of wisdom. You can work that one out for yourself. One is from our President and Vice-Chancellor, Dame Nancy Rothwell, whose quote is in the library and it's on the banners. And it's one I think is worth sort of remembering for the future, which is, use your brain, but follow your heart. I think it's kind of a nice balance of things, and something I know that Nancy strongly believes in herself. The other is slightly more flippant, which is a banner that the quote comes from an ex-Radio 1 DJ who said, Manchester's a place where people believe that tables are for dancing on. The thing about that I like is it's true. And secondly, it's something I think is worth imparting, which is days like today of pausing, taking stock of all the things we've done. It's often been hard work to get here, and you should really enjoy the success with your friends, your family, and just to repeat that in the future. So whenever you have a success, it will often be hard won, and that hard sort of process is worth taking part in, but it's very easy just to then skip into the next hard thing. So just take time every now and then to enjoy your friends, your family, and all your different successes. Of course, this ceremony and the thing that we're celebrating today is just the beginning of a journey and your association with the university. The investment you've put into yourselves with our help goes way beyond today's pomp and ceremony. So there are many things that you can tap into in the future. Our career service offers you help and support for many more years to come, and you can continue to make use of our other facilities, including our world-class library. In particular, I'd encourage you to take part in our Alumni Association. Believe it or not, this has more than 250,000 alumni associates in it. So wherever you will be in the world, just probabilistically, there's going to be somebody from Manchester. And through those networks, you can find support, help each other, and help the university in turn. So there are many things you can do to help us as ambassadors of the university in practical things like student placements and employment, and directly helping in the development of the university, which of course is vital to its future. So formally, and to conclude, we sincerely hope today will not be your last contact with the university. And remember that our doors will always be open to all of you. Thank you very much. I shall now pass on to my great array of colleagues here to tell you something about your different schools. Thank you.
I'm Professor Paul Coulthard. The School of Dentistry has an impressive history. We started awarding degrees back in 1885. Our whole purpose is to have an impact in improving oral and craniofacial health, both locally and globally. We do this through our education and through our research. We offer a BDS degree and a BSc in oral health sciences. In postgraduate education, we offer a range of master's and doctorate programs. Some of these are in science, and some incorporate clinical experience and some clinical training. Not every graduate needs to be a scientist in the sense of creating new knowledge, but all need to be able to think for themselves and use research intelligently. Many graduates choose to work in general or specialist practice and do so, offering the highest standards of care based on the best research evidence. Evidence-based practice permeates everything that we do here in Manchester. Others develop a love for research and continue with a research career. We also have a positive impact on the profession as a whole. Many of our graduates and postgraduates have gone on to senior leadership positions around the world. All are equipped to make a difference. We produce graduates who are future leaders, focused on whole patient care, who are scientists, scholars, and critical thinkers. Our students have excellent clinical and communication skills. They know how to integrate science and clinical practice. Our students created and hosted the first ever British undergraduate research conference in 2015, and we hosted the second very successful meeting of that group earlier this year. When the last government assessment for research took place at the end of 2014, we did exceptionally well. For this assessment, we were combined with other areas of health, so there were 94 submissions across the UK in a competition for ranking. I'm delighted to inform you that the School of Dentistry, as part of that combined assessment, was judged to be number one of the 94 submissions across the UK. So congratulations to our graduates on skillfully selecting the best dental school. We recently appointed Sarah Hurley, who is the Chief Dental Officer for England, as an honorary professor in dentistry in our school. Professor Hurley is working with researchers in health technology and evidence synthesis and brings her expertise in strategy and health policy. She gave her inaugural lecture in May and most recently visited our undergraduates and postgraduates just last week. Our research extends from understanding the development of the face and mouth to dental biomaterials and to large clinical trials. We host an £11 million grant, the largest ever for cleft lip and palate research in the world, and we recently awarded an additional £5 million to extend that programme. We host the world-renowned Cochrane Oral Health Group that produce high-quality reviews to answer important clinical questions to inform policy and change practice. You've had the privilege of learning in this world-class research and teaching environment. We have a strong international reputation and an extraordinary global reach unmatched by many other dental schools. We've been asked by the University of Boston and the University of São Paulo to develop collaborations formally and have recently done that. These relationships will facilitate student exchange as well as research collaboration. We also have a long-standing collaboration with the Nippon Dental University in Japan, and some of our students visited there this summer. We have a strong link with NYU, with several of our staff providing regular training in evidence-based practice for staff at the New York Dental School. I joined them last week to have further discussions with their dean about developing that relationship further. We're also supporting a school of dentistry in Egypt as part of our social responsibility mission, with staff training to permit the delivery of a Manchester-style undergraduate dental programme at Mansoura University. University education is a huge privilege and offers a huge opportunity to grow in confidence and become a happier person. It changes your life, it makes you see the world differently. We've built a strong sense of community and collegiality in which you can reach your potential. You've lived here in Manchester, an exciting and diverse city, a wonderful environment to explore and in which to develop educationally. You've also developed professional values and cultivated your own identity. Congratulations from the School of Dentistry on achieving your success. You will be our ambassadors around the UK and the world. You have the ability to make a difference in the world by improving the quality of patients' lives through your care and through your research. Thank you.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Dental Public Health, Miriam Khan. And for the degree of Master of Science in Dental Specialties Endodontics, Amonrut Kumkam Gul. Pervikula Cheliou. Evdoxia Zitlidou. And in dental specialties, fixed and removable prosthodontics, Ahmed Mohammed Ibrahim Mohammed Sarkawi. And in dental specialties, oral and maxillofacial surgery, Cho Ming Ho. Sohail Mark. Joao Antonio Ferreira Silva. And in dental specialties, dental implantology, Vishal Sakanya. Rahul Sharma. Bruce Wright. And in clinical dentistry, fixed and removable prosthodontics, Salma Yasser Abdulhadi. And in clinical dentistry, orthodontics, Hisham Ali. Layan Moteh Hikmat Meyar. And in dental, no. And for the degree of Bachelor of Dental Surgery in Dental Surgery, Benjamin Feingold. Amarit Singh Landa. Yidan Liu. Aswin Parthasarathi. Robert Stone. David Walsh. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Oral Health Science, Tamana Siddiqa Uddin.
Good morning, parents, relatives, friends, and graduating students. I'm Professor Gillian Haddock, and as Head of Psychological Sciences here at Manchester, I'm extremely proud to celebrate the achievements of our amazing and inspiring graduates today. Our work in psychological sciences is wide-ranging and can be applied to many fields in the outside world. I'm confident that all of you will make a significant contribution when you move on from your studies here, wherever that will be. Many of you are being awarded degrees that will enable you to work in healthcare, following the rigorous academic study and demanding professional and clinical training that you've had here. These careers will play an important role in improving the quality of people's lives locally and globally. Our department enjoys a long and distinguished history of innovation. We're celebrating 100 years of psychology here at Manchester. Our first professor of experimental psychology, Thomas Hartley Pear, carried out some of the earliest work on the psychological impact of war here a century ago. This work was pioneering in that it challenged thinking around the nature of shell shock, acknowledging it to be a real and valid experience for people involved in conflict, changing army policy for the better in relation to this traumatic reaction. This sort of work paved the way for the development of a whole range of treatments for mental and physical health conditions that we study and research here, and laid the foundations for a great deal of modern experimental and applied psychology. Now, we all recognise that a quarter of the population will experience a mental health difficulty in the course of their lives. Manchester's strength in understanding and treating mental health difficulties in health psychology, in developmental psychology, speech and language therapy, audiology and hearing science are all known and recognised throughout the world as being exceptional, both in the UK and elsewhere. We also have major strengths in cognitive and clinical neuroscience, which are fundamental to the understanding of behaviour and experience and are relevant to the treatment of many conditions such as dementias and stroke. We are proud of these leading research and teaching programmes in psychology and their application to health and clinical settings. And in addition, one thing that characterises our department is our commitment to the wider community. Many students and staff take part in activities with local school children and community members to share ideas and demonstrate the fun that they maybe have to be at university. Many of you have taken part in these activities, and we've received many awards for this work, reflecting the university's social responsibility agenda. For many of you, your working lives will bring you into contact with some of the most vulnerable people in our society. I hope that you will work with the determination to make a difference. I'd like to encourage you to fulfill your own personal ambitions, and whether you decide to work in applied psychology or beyond, that your degree stands you in good stead for the future, whatever you do. I wish you all good fortune as you move to the next stage of your career. Congratulations.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology, Victoria Nola Addison. Sarah Bardsley. Katie Carpenter. Kay Gant. Louise Handley. Andrew Healy. Vanessa Herbert. Gemma Hill. Gemma Knight. Emma Medford. Aisha Mirza. Geeta Patel. Lucy Shattuck. James Andrew Shillito. Neve Skelly. Emma Jane Wells. Samantha Wong. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Pia Callison. Stacey Humphreys. The former Faculty of Medical and Human Sciences has made an additional award to recognise the outstanding contribution to postgraduate research student environment. This award goes to Clifford Workman, who brought amazing enthusiasm, energy and good humour to the role of student representative in both the School of Psychological Sciences and the Institute of Brain Behaviour and Mental Health, and as co-chair of the MHS Graduate Society in its inaugural year. He worked closely with academics and fellow students to create and run many events, including a regular brew club, pub quizzes, annual conferences, and series of lightning lectures. He has been instrumental in creating new ways of ensuring PhD students' voices are heard. All this has made and will continue to make a real difference to the experience of students in the faculty. Despite all of this activity, he successfully completed his PhD in February 2016 and generated a number of high-impact academic publications. Clifford has now taken up a prestigious postdoctoral appointment at the University of Chicago, USA, and also awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Clifford Workman. And for the degree of Master of Research in Psychology, Faria Ahmed. Mohammed Bilal Akram. Bethany Gill. Chloe Middleton. Sophie Manisha Pardesi. Jade Pickering. Sonia Rafiq. Shakti Jayesh Duryadani Sandhu. Leah Kate Spinoza. Nicholas James Lloyd. Peter Walton. And in audiology, Zafir Abdul. Iman Abdi Adan. Zakia Baig. Rumana Chothia. Kenny Howe. Sabah Hussain. Beenish Nawaz Iqbal. Laura Alexandra McNerlin. John O'Brien. Zira Raju Lawala. Ariba Saida Wasti. And in clinical and health psychology, Linda Mary Erickson. Amy Laura Gall. Kimberly Sophia Giles. Anna Hardman. Mary Kate Hargreaves. Sadie Hassel. Elizabeth Ann Henshaw. Lauren Hewitt. Katie Louise Knott. Chantel McCulloch. Elias Adam Mejba. Holly Susan Milmine. Noah Muad Hamid Al-Haj Ahmed Mohammed. Rory Miles. Jessica Kiran Nigam. Alexander William Norbury. Rusham Zara Rana. Amy Elizabeth Salter. Holly Toner. Cameron Werner. Khan Zengina. And in advanced audiology studies, Gladys Akinsai. And in deaf education, Jane Elizabeth Beedman. Tammy Lauren Mount. Claire Wiltshire. And in clinical science, neurosensory sciences, Saira Hussain. Justine Louise Leonard. And in neuroimaging for clinical and cognitive neuroscience, Roberta Camilleri. Jaisha Chudasama. Jennifer Mary Crowell. Tarsana Edward. Rebecca Forrest. Elizabeth Keane. Justin Philip Mann. Christina Jerding Mott. Lucy Stibbs. Sophie Truman. Jagdeep Singh Verdi. And in health psychology, Olivia Chelsea Adams. Tanisha Douglas. Danielle Jade Harris. Farzana Jamal. Hannah Long. Stephanie Lyons. Evelyn Del Rocio Ramirez Armijos. Emily Beth Strong. Christiana Yemidale. And for the degree of postgraduate diploma in deaf education, Claire Louise Matthews. And for the postgraduate certificate in audiology, Romessa Nawaz. Halima Kanval Sajid. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology with honours, Rose Charlotte Black. Amanda Boland. Callum Joshua Dodsworth. Samuel Harry Ewan. Jessica Lauren Frey. Megan Knight. Catherine Hannah Jessica McGowan Downey. William Nottage. Malavika Prasad. Jack Redpath. Laura Ann Ringrose. Emma Wadsworth. Marian Yusuf George. And in speech and language therapy with honours, Andrew John McMurray. And for the diploma in higher education in psychology, Anna Mudenda.
Good morning, graduates and guests. I'm Professor Kay Marshall, and until recently, I had the great privilege of being the head of the Manchester Pharmacy School. I've been here about as long as those collecting their doctorates today, and I hope that all of our graduates have enjoyed their time here as much as I have. I've had the great pleasure of getting to know some of you quite well, but even if my encounters have only been brief or maybe even virtual, they've left a good impression. You make me confident that pharmacy and the pharmaceutical sciences, we're playing a role in delivering better medicines and health, and the future is in good hands. We're very keen that we use research to inform our teaching, as is befitting for a research-based, research-intensive university. And it's right that the beneficiaries of our labours in research are our students. And as Professor Coulthard has already mentioned, in Manchester, the healthcare professions did come top in the research excellence exercise out of the group of 94. And so it does demonstrate that our research is having a positive impact on the world. In pharmacy, our work spans everything from making prescribing safer to improving the management of many diseases by developing and delivering new drugs. And just in the last couple of months, 2 colleagues have won over £8.5 million of funding to develop a new molecule for a form of breast cancer that is really difficult to treat, and then to how to get those drugs to the right place in the body where they're needed. In gaining your degree, you should feel confident that you too can have impact. You can change things that could improve health in your community or even contribute to the development of the next blockbuster drug. For now, it's time to use your Manchester education as you take the next steps in your career and continue your lifelong learning journey. I know from my experience lately, meeting many of our alumni, that our graduates do go on to do great things, spanning across the breadth of pharmaceutical care. Just recently, I've been impressed by some stunning portfolio careers, and on reflection, I recognise that all of our graduates exhibit common characteristics. They are confident and not afraid to make bold decisions. They have tremendous energy and a propensity for hard work, but they're also altruistic and recognise their responsibilities to others, and not least to their old school, as they give so much time to help nurture the next generation. So as it says in the programme today, as you go out, take some of Manchester with you, but do stay in touch with us and remain part of our community. So whatever you do, I wish you great luck. I congratulate you on your achievement and wish you every success and happiness. But do take time to dance on the tables. Thank you.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Haziel Abuzour. Nicola Louise Cowley. Subir Singh. Salwa Saad M. Zagebi. And for the degree of Master of Science in Industrial Pharmaceutical Sciences, Heidi Westphal. And in Industrial Pharmaceutical Sciences, Imran Khan. And for the Postgraduate Diploma in Pharmaceutical Microbiology and Technology, Sherry Louise Blinston.
Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, graduands, if this is your first time here in Whitworth Hall, may I welcome you as family, friends and supporters of those about to graduate, some of whom will have travelled a long way to be with us today. I'm sure you must be very proud of the achievements of your graduands, sitting here, but I'm certain that most of them would not be here today if it were not for your emotional and probably financial support. I should like to congratulate all of our graduands on behalf of the Faculty of Life Sciences. Our students have been an important part of the faculty and made a huge contribution to its successes. The faculty prided itself on the excellence of its research and the quality of its teaching. We are proud that our teaching is research-led, which means you are taught by experts, many of whom are internationally recognised for carrying out cutting-edge research. Our research ranges from exploring the chemical structures that make up living cells, understanding whole animals and plants, to studies of the interactions between living things and the environment. Recent groundbreaking research includes discoveries that could provide improved treatments for cancer and potential therapeutic targets for the treatment of stroke and epilepsy. Other research breakthroughs have identified ways for increasing tree growth and understanding how animals anticipate the approach of day and night so they're able to reset their internal body clocks. Our graduate students are not only key players in the teams carrying out such research, they are also a vibrant part of our research community. We are proud of their contributions, not only to our research output, but to society, through public engagement involving our local schools and community organisations. Today, we celebrate the graduation of undergraduate, master's and PhD students from the Faculty of Life Sciences. Students graduating have come not only from the UK, but from all over the world to complete their education and training. From the USA, Malaysia, China, Saudi Arabia, India, Bangladesh and Croatia, to name but a few. We host a breadth of master's programmes, from the history of science, technology and medicine, to biotechnology and enterprise, bioinformatics, cancer research and molecular biomedicine, cell biology and environmental sciences. Your time as a master's student is one of the most important in your career, as a stepping stone towards further study or to employment. Many of our master's graduates go on to PhD positions, but your job prospects are also excellent. Previous graduates are now working in companies across the globe, in management, marketing and research, as well as in universities and research institutes, all showing the world what a University of Manchester training can lead to. Communicating our research findings in a way that can be understood by the wider community is an important part of being a scientist, and our students recognise this. Nearly all of our PhD students graduating today have published or are in the process of publishing their research findings. Many in leading academic journals, such as Nature Communications, Cell Metabolism, the Journal of Cell Biology, Leukemia Research, Ecology and Evolution, and Frontiers in Plant Science. Destinations of our PhD graduates include postdoctoral research positions in the University of Manchester and further afield in Europe and the USA, lectureships across the world, positions in the NHS, the pharmaceutical and business sectors, and careers in biotechnology and related industries. Those of you sitting here today have come to us from far and wide. Many of you will leave us, and even those who stay in Manchester will be embarking on new challenges. We cannot know what the future holds, but you know you can rely on us to support you as much as we can in your future endeavours. We wish you well as you move forward from celebrating your success here today, and we hope that you will come back and visit us. Please keep in touch through the Alumni Association and let us know what you are doing. Thank you.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of Science, Philip White. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Hassan Ahmed. Thornton. Ruth Brignall. Deborah Cantu. Stephen Chapman. Victoria Coyne. Also awarded the President's Doctor Scholar Award, Alan Godwin. Amna Gasoor. Muksingu. Haslina Binti Hashim. Sophie Kellaway. Safia Olabi. Also awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Wenzia Quinn. Liam Ridge. Heather Robinson. Benjamin Peter Stutchbury. Matthew Nathaniel Zachary Valentine. Emily Claire White. Elizabeth Wilkins. Catherine Walton. Amy Worth. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy, Rachel Bambrick. Lucas George Huggins. Benjamin Samuel Newman. Thomas Michael Dent Shared. And for the degree of Master of Research in Biological Sciences, Aisha Begum. Marina Andrea Gardasevic. Natasha Narang. Luxa Popovic. Chloe Louise Rickson. And in integrative biology, Ruth Ingram. Amy Walker. And in history of science, technology and medicine, Sarah Louise Bromley. Julian Andrew Garrett. Felix Goodbody. Lily Mulvey. Deborah Elizabeth Reimer. David John Saunders, Grant Collier, Angela Stevenson, and in Biotechnology and Enterprise, Shahira Paula Villapando Castro. And in Developmental Biology, Sophie Louise Frampton. Philippa Helen Jackson. And in Cell Biology, Sunia Ahmed. Mengan Gao. Marguerite Langmeyer. Karen Sia Wei Lim. And in Plant Sciences, Lanxi Hu. And in Biochemistry, Alicia Christina Andrews. Rebecca Crawshaw. Thomas Zoltan Emmerich Mills. Liam Jones. Xin Ying Li. Ian Valentine McDermott. And for the degree of Master of Science in Neuroscience, Emma Louise Scott. Alex Watson. Shi Yu. And in Bioinformatics and Systems Biology, Cecil Wilfred Barnett Neves. Ashil Batavia. Tamara Dominguez Poncelas. Joe Ibrahim. Chun Hin Lee. David Newman. Nicholas Pettican. Mark David Reardon. Sirat Sidhu. Daniel Mark Woods. And in Cancer Research and Molecular Biomedicine, Giselle Edge. Norseen Taranum. Jiang Zizha. Louisa Amelia Catherine Zolkowski. And in Medical History and Humanities, David Watts. And in Applications in Environmental Science, Molly Elizabeth Brown. Yang Gu. Christopher Rowan Smith. Yuzu. Lei Zhang. And in science communication, Ella Ami Cooper. James Donaldson Briggs. Amy Catherine Hodgson. Catherine Hannah Beth Ingham. Emily Louise Lambert. Amanda Jane Matheson. Laciana Monroe. Elizabeth Mary Neal. Heather Rind. Jia Shan. Bernadette Mayumi Tynan. Shuai Wang. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry with Industrial and Professional Experience with honours, Michael James Creswell. And in Biology with honours, Rebecca Elizabeth Rimmer. Philip Lewis Roebuck. And in Biomedical Sciences with honours, Emily Gould. Isabel Stoker. And in Zoology with Industrial Professional Experience with honours, Thomas Peacham. And in Vision Sciences with honours, Wazin Aslam. Olivia Waller. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, an Intercalated Award in Anatomical Sciences with honours, Charlotte Smith. Charlotte Elizabeth Terry. And in Biomedical Sciences with honours, Emily Zakroweski. And in Pharmacology and Physiology, intercalating MB-CHB/BDS students with honours, Aoife McLaughlin. One more, sorry. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Developmental Biology with honours, Joshua James Bradbury.
Well, in a few moments, I have some formal words I use to close the ceremony. But before we get to that part, on a personal note, many, many congratulations to all of you. Some of them I know very well. Particular congratulations to Clifford, who did a miraculous job of helping us with our cohorts in the PhDs. But congratulations to all of you. I happen to know about Clifford because he was in my group, but I'm sure you all did great things at university and we're extremely grateful. Well done with the high heels, by the way. The girls did quite well, I thought, too. I always worry about that part, those stairs. Well done to all of you. Remember, brains, hearts, tables. That's all you need to know for the rest of your life. Can I encourage you to stand up for the last part, and I'll say the final words. So on behalf of the university, I once again congratulate all of you who are graduating here today on your excellent achievements, and I wish you every success and every happiness in your future lives and careers. I formally declare this ceremony closed.
Thank you.